All right, so we're back with Erin Farmer, and we're going to talk about Hope's Kitchen today and learn a little more about them. So, yeah, Erin, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and about Hope's Kitchen.
Okay. My name is Erin Farmer. I am the mother of 6 children. I have 7 grandchildren, and I have a history in law. But in the last few months, I've started working as the director for Hope Kitchen, which is a wonderful organization based out of Neosho. We provide hot meals to homeless and people who need meals 3 nights a week, so Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings. We serve from 6 to 7:30. Hope Kitchen has been open for over 10 years now and was originally started by Desiree Bridges. And it's a wonderful ministry. And we serve on average between 100 and 150 people each night we serve. And so things that I love about Hope Kitchen is it's a sense of community. And not everyone we feed is homeless. And we want to be there to provide meals for whoever needs them. We have families who come in with small children. We have elderly people. And a lot of people don't necessarily need the meal, but they need the community. We have people who sit at the same table. You know, everybody knows who everybody is. And but it also, how we serve people is we gather teams. So our teams that serve people are local churches. A lot of our local churches serve, and some serve monthly. They have a night monthly. We do civic organizations. And so it's our way of getting the community involved too, because we're all in it together, right?
Right.
And so sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And so if you're more blessed than others and you come and serve, you get to see. And when you work with people, you feel their hearts. And it's a wonderful ministry for the community, not only the people that we serve. We do an exchange program, so just a little bit of giving back. So we're not asking much from them for them to come and receive the meals 3 times a week, but we just ask them to either donate an hour of their time, and we have community serve nights where some of our guests are the ones helping prepare and serve the meals, and that's their way of giving back once a month. Or we have classes on Monday nights, and those classes are coordinated by Sherry Granger, and they run the gamut. We have some recovery-based classes, faith-based classes, nutrition. We have a counselor, Wendy Linton, who's currently doing some classes, talking about, things that we all struggle with, those negative voices in our head that tell us we're not worth it, and how to deal with those. So, and so if they come to one of those classes a month, then that kind of pays their way for the rest of the month. But Hope Kitchen, if you've never been there, we had a women's home that had just opened, and they came, and the lady said, I almost didn't come down here because I've been to soup kitchens myself, and I didn't think it would be, I didn't know if I wanted to bring our people down here. But that's not what Hope Kitchen is. Hope Kitchen is in the old Neil's Diner in downtown Neosho, 219 East Main. And so it's truly diner style. And when our guests come in, they come in on one side, they drink some coffee and visit. And then when the team is ready at 6, we open the doors, they come in, they're served drinks, they're brought their silverware, they get refilled. I mean, it's full service dining. And it's a beautiful facility. We're really proud of it. But yeah, it makes people feel like they're part of something and not like they're at a food kitchen. One of my favorite stories, I've only been the director since April, But one of the first weeks that I worked there, there was a lady serving on a team, and she had been a teacher at a local elementary. And she said, I remember all the kids were writing down like different things. And one of the things is, what is your favorite restaurant? And one little girl wrote Hope Kitchen. And that kind of makes me verklempt because, that's exactly what we want to portray. This little girl just had no idea because it felt like she was at a restaurant and it was the best restaurant that she had been at. And so that's what we want people to experience in giving back.
Yeah.
So
that's an amazing story. I love hearing that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good one. She didn't even realize that it wasn't a normal restaurant.
No, and we watch kids come in with families, and some of our older guests, they have, they are prepared for little kids. They have candy, and it's just nice to see everybody together. And then you find out people's stories. And, one thing that I've realized in the short time that I've worked there is that we're all just one step away. Some of us we're blessed to have different things in life where we didn't end up in a place where we needed those things. But we're all way closer than any of us realize.
Yeah.
And just to hear our guest stories, and then to see them do something better for themselves and get to celebrate that with them, or helping them do something. We've got someone right now that we're working on getting their cosmetology license back. And we're just so excited. And they're giving back. They're doing a free haircut for all our guests. So but to see the excitement of people and and feel it, for them to feel like they're wanted and needed,
valued.
Yeah. And that's what we're about at Hope Kitchen. We have a wonderful team. There's 4 of us ladies who work there. Sherry Granger is our guest coordinator. She checks everybody in, and she does our classes on Monday nights and facilitates those. And we have Rachel Pearson. She comes in after so our team's clean and stuff, but she comes in and resets. So stocks everything up, does deep cleaning, keeps the kitchen looking amazing, as it always does. And then we have Makaira Wasson, and she does all kinds of things for us in social media. But it's a great team of women who love God and love people, and
Amen.
It's a great place to be.
I really like the exchange program that you guys have going, and you modeled that from Water Gardens or something.
Yeah, so it's based on True Charity, which is related to Water Gardens. That's who started it. Yeah. And the basis is to have effective charity, you just giving things to people doesn't necessarily provide an outcome. But if you're talking to them and figuring out what are they good at, what are their strong suits, what can they do, what can we do to help them help themselves, or realize, hey, I have something in me, or I have a talent, or I have a drive that I just didn't realize, or I haven't tapped into in a long time, where I can do something for myself. And so our exchange program, it's just give a little back. We put something of yours back into it, and that seems to, it makes people have. You're always going to do more and better if you're invested yourself.
Yeah.
And so that just helps them do it.
And it makes me think about how, in the Bible it says, teach a man to fish.
Exactly.
Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but teach him to fish.
Right.
You feed him for life. So it's right along those biblical lines, and it's a hand up and not a hand out.
Exactly.
I love that. That's really what we need. Yeah, that's some good stuff. I like hearing about your program. Now, when So I didn't really reach out to you guys. You had called me about the Day of Hope. So how did that come about? Like, where did you learn about us?
Well, we're always watching for places where we can get our name out for multiple reasons. We just don't know who we can help, and so if we're not out there, people don't know about us. And even though I grew up in Neosho and had been from that area, I knew of Hope Kitchen, but I didn't know the extent.
Yeah.
And so it's more about educating people. And so one of the ladies I work with sent me your flyer through Facebook Messenger, and she's like, "We need to be a part of this."
Yeah.
And so that's how that came about.
Good, and I am so glad that you did. Learning more today about your ministry and what you guys are doing. I think it's such a needed thing for the community, like you said. So thank you for reaching out to us and becoming a part of this. So we're trying to bring together ministries and churches. What do you think the importance of that is, to unify or to bring all of us together?
I think it's extremely important because I truly believe that we can help more people if we're working together. If everybody's doing their own thing, we're repeating things that other people. So if we all know what we're doing, and if we have the ability to teach some classes that another ministry can't do, that if we all work together, we can help way more people than all of us just standing alone. And so I think that's a wonderful portion of it, because there's not a whole lot we're all busy doing what we do, and it is a lot of work. And so we don't always have these opportunities to come together and say, "Hey, I just didn't know you were there." We look forward to this for one, being able to reach people, but also talking to the other ministries coming about the things they have available, so we can let our guests send them that way. If it's something that we can't do, then hey, we heard about this, we think this would benefit you. And so I think it'll be wonderful for everybody just to collaborate together and use everybody's strong suits to help more people.
Yeah. That's all about being one body, Some people are a thumb, some people are a foot, you know what I mean? And so me, I'm just a mouth.
Yeah. But like I said earlier, we're all in it together. And the more we help each other, the more people we can help.
Yeah.
And that's
Amen.
a beautiful thing.
I love it. I love that you guys want to be a part of this. And I just love everything I've learned about you guys today. Now you are getting ready to share your testimony at another event called Reckless Love. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been a part of that event for a little while, so you know about these events. So anyone that is listening right now that's thinking about coming to this, or even your Reckless Love one that you're going to, what would you tell them kind of to maybe expect, or why they need to come?
Well, one of the things, first of all, God, that's ultimately what it's all about. And so that would be the first thing. And if you haven't, if you're in the beginning of your walk with Christ, or you're just, coming out and seeing and hearing testimonies of other people and seeing people who work, along other people for God's glory, I think it is important, and that fills you up. I love going to places like that and hearing other people's testimony, because a lot of times we all feel like we're in it alone, like no one else feels the way I feel. No one else can be, going through this. And then you find out I'm not alone. And so, I think that would be the first. The other is, just getting to meet all these people. I feel like people in ministry and who are are in business to help other people, they're all wonderful people. And so what a better time to come meet a bunch of people who care deeply about others and helping others. Can't find a better group.
Amen. Amen. Now, you guys are going to have a booth here
Yes.
at the Day of Hope. What can they expect to experience at your booth, or what?
Mainly just talking to them about what we do, an opportunity to serve. I'll have some packets. So if something you want to give back, we can get you where you can serve a night at Hope Kitchen. And we do that multiple ways. We have teams who come and provide a meal. They pay for the meal. They cook the meal. They clean. But we also don't want to miss out on people who want to serve but can't afford to make the meal. And so we also can provide the meal, but have other people come and serve it. So you get to serve if your organization or your family or, whoever wants to serve. So just getting information out like that, and also letting people know that we're here. I mean, our goal is to free the hungry. And so that doesn't mean just the homeless. It means people, if you're elderly and if you're not taking a medication because you can't pay for it, but if you ate with us 12 nights a week, you could, those are the things we're here for, just to help the community and to get that word out. So that's what you can expect from us.
All right. Yeah. So if you guys want to help or want to serve, stop at the Hope Kitchen booth, learn how to do that. Or if you need help or have family members or friends that need the help, you can get the information on how they can go about beginning that process, and so that's good stuff. What are you looking forward to with Day of Hope?
I'm looking forward to getting to meet all the other people coming, and see what everybody does. You've said the number of people, and that's more than I know about. So I'm looking forward about finding out more what everybody does and more resources for us to help our guests,
And you'll probably know some of them. Like you just mentioned a new women's recovery home. Was that Full Send? They're gonna be part of this. We're actually getting ready to do an interview with Amber and Damien, too, just like this. So see, you already know some of them and just didn't know that they were there, which is exciting to me to bring the community together. So I thought of them when you said that. So. All right. Well, that's all good stuff. I like it. So, Day of Hope, September 7th, be here. Hope's Kitchen, they're going to have their booth. Or if, say, they don't make it there, how can they get a hold of you guys?
The Hope Kitchen number rings directly to my cell phone, and that's 417-658-9208. Or on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, we're always down there from 5 to probably about 8:30, and you can always drop by.
You guys have a website too,
yes.
Probably? Yeah, so what website is that?
HopeKitchenNeosho.com.
HopeKitchenNeosho.com. So come on out, have some food, learn some new information, get involved, get plugged in, whether it's needing it or wanting to help with it. Like, this is an amazing ministry going on. Trying to think if there's any other questions I need to ask you, but is there anything else you want to share with no?
Not that I can think of it. We're looking forward to it.
Great. Well, thank you for coming and being a part of this. Thank you for this interview so that they can get to know you. And I look forward to serving with you.
Yes.
September 7th, come out, Day of Hope. I look forward to meeting you all.